All right, guys, we have a bit of a trip. We got to go down to the studio, and I want to show you the best piece of gear that I've ever purchased. Well, technically, my wife purchased this for me like 8 years ago, and then I got one last year, but this is not sponsored in any way. We have bought these things ourselves, so everything I'm going to say, the good, the bad, and the ugly, are all my own thoughts. Also, please wear your WCW Monday Night Nitro hoodie. If you don't have one, you could, bro. And just like that, we are magically teleported to the studio. So, let's just jump into it. What is the most inspiring piece of gear I've ever purchased? What is the gear I've had the longest? I've had this particular item longer than any guitar, longer than anything, and it has remained numero uno. What is it? This guy right here. I think we're going on 8 or 9 years. So this is the Axe-Fx. Now, the most asked question that I constantly get in the comment section is, what pedal are you using? What amp are you using? Where are you getting that tone? That tone, you know, all these different comments are always popping up. And the answer is almost always the same. Tones in the fingers, bro. Just kidding. I'm using the Axe-Fx. The reason why is it has streamlined my workflow. For me, when you get inspired by something, it is a like dire situation. I don't want there to be all these loopholes that I have to jump through to get to recording the idea, any of that stuff. It needs to be streamlined. It needs to be easy. Now, I will say, turn off to a lot of people, is that you do need to use it with a computer. Now, you can also use it as an interface. So when I'm recording guitars, I don't need a separate interface. I just run straight out of my Axe-Fx into the computer, boom, done. You can be recording within like 5 seconds. The downside, like I said though, is that it is a preamp only. So if you are a live player, if you're wanting to take this and gig with it and all that kind of stuff, you have to understand that this will not work on its own. It needs a power amp. This is only a preamp. I got these monitors just for the Axe-Fx. So the only thing that runs through these big, what are they, JBL, they weren't like super expensive or anything like that, monitors, is my Axe-Fx. I wanted it to have its own system that it's going through, and then I monitor the songs through these HS7s. But, like I said, that is because it is running into powered speakers. If you're trying to run this through an amp cabinet, you will need a power amp all on its own. But I don't do it that way. I just use it more as a studio piece of gear. It never leaves the rack. That would be extremely annoying to have to like take this thing out. There's a bunch of cables running out of the back to it. You can run XLR, 1/4 inch. You do want to make sure that it's all TRS. And yeah, that's just it. That's the most inspiring piece of gear that I have. Now we got to go all the way back home, and I'll show you the next one too. So anyways, here's some more playing. That was like not planned, but I turned the wrong effect on, and it was that tone, and boom, instantly a riff inspired. That was the perfect moment for that to happen, to showcase exactly what I like about the Axe-Fx so much. So we made it from our perilous voyage across the lands of Ohio, and we're back home now. So we gotta talk about the piece of gear that I have here at home, which is the Axe-Fx 3. So the newest version of the Axe-Fx. I just recently got this. I was always so happy with my other one that I never bothered trying to upgrade. There's been multiple different versions of all kinds of stuff, and I never really felt the need to upgrade. The only reason why I really wanted this one was because when I moved that one to the studio, I realized just how much I missed it. I was like, man, I wasn't writing as much music at home, all this kind of stuff, and I was like, I really just need to get another one. And does it sound like a million times better than the other Axe-Fx? My Axe-Fx 2 XL, is that what the other one is? I don't even remember. No, I mean, it sounds really good. I think that the delays and stuff definitely sound more lush. It's a little bit bigger. Is it gonna, you know, compete with your Bricasti or something like that, or however we pronounce it? Probably not, you know, but also, you know, mere mortals like myself, I don't know if I could really tell the difference. You need like really good ears to tell the difference and that kind of stuff. But to me, the simplicity of this unit, in the sense of it's also an interface, it's all these different things. I hate having 100 things hooked up. I don't know if you guys are like me. I don't like having an interface which goes into this, and then there's a microphone, and there like all these different things. That all slows me down whenever I'm feeling creative. Like, I need the most direct path to creativity for it to work for me. And so I was like, I'm like, please say the microphone's on. This just works for me. You know, not everyone's gonna like this. Not everyone's gonna like having to have a laptop to operate the thing. For me, seeing everything laid out in front of me the way that it is, it's just workflow at the most optimum level. Like, you know, I can look at this tone, and I'm like, you know what? It needs a little chorus on there or something, and then I can just like, and I've got chorus. Anyways, I'm gonna keep playing this thing. Hope you enjoyed the little, like, I keep calling it a road trip. We literally just went to the studio. I don't know why I'm calling it a road trip. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't checked out this stuff, they are extremely, extremely good. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, it's worth the investment of saving up, maybe selling some stuff, getting one. I've never been happier with a piece of gear than I am with the Axe-Fx. So anyways, I'm gonna end it bluesy, super ambient, Axe-Fx style. Let's see how ambient we can get this thing. There it is.